So just a warning, there's construction being done on my roof right now, so you might hear a lot of loud noises or see my animals freaking out like you just did with Jody running across the screen. But we're gonna roll with it, because that's what we do here. Punk rock. Let's go.
Noisy Pixel.
What's up, nerds, and welcome to another Noisy News Week for the week of April 2nd, 2021. Here's where I fill you in on some notable news posted to noisypixel.net this past week. Before I get into the news, I'd just like to say that I am currently playing more games that I can't talk about. Shit. You'll see reviews early next week. I'm sure if you know the game's coming out next week, you probably know what I'm playing or what we are all working on here. Be sure to let me know what you're playing in the comments below and we'll talk about it. So let's just jump into the news here. We hear that E3, the digital event that was planned for 2022, has been canceled. Will Powers posted on Twitter that he received notice that the event is now been canceled. It has been doing this digital thing for the past couple years, but it hasn't really worked out because other studios and other places have done their own digital events around that same time, which kind of takes away from the E3 hype. I actually like E3. I know a lot of people are like, that sucks, E3 is whatever. But quite honestly, guys, E3 growing up was just this huge event. Get my friends together, get some pizza, start really early in the morning and just watch live streams, have like 3 TVs on and just chill and hang out and watch all of these new game announcements. We had the calendar all set up. It was really cool. Just such great memories. There's a new ease of access to these digital events where companies can just have their own event. But I want to pass the question off to you if you prefer no E3 versus an E3. Let me know. Sony has announced that they're updating their PlayStation Plus service with new tiers that players can pay for a yearly or monthly subscription. He keeps jumping on me. I think he left. He left. Okay, there goes the dog now. To gain access to a large collection of PS4, PS3, PS1, and PSP games, I believe. But it comes up to like a year of like $120, I think. It's their answer to Games Pass. I'm not convinced. I don't really care, but it's all streaming service at this point, and I'm not down with streaming services, and that's probably why PlayStation Now is being dissolved into this. So let me know if you're planning on updating your PlayStation subscription. I'm fine with what I have right now, for sure. The long-awaited Zelda Breath of the Wild sequel has been delayed until 2023. We could all have expected this to happen. They don't even have a name for the game. At least they told us. You know, we're not in the dark. We're not in the dark here. Inti Creates announced that their 2D action game Azure Striker Gunvolt 3 will launch on Nintendo Switch on July 28th, 2022 for $29.99. There is a physical edition coming to limited run games if you want that. This game follows the new character Kieran, and you can also play as Gunvolt in this title. Kieran uses more melee attacks, but whatever. She's cool. Dog's barking now. Fuck, dude. Cooper! God damn it, man. I'm sorry, Mark. Idea Factory made a few announcements, most of them Otome announcements, but they did announce that they are going to localize Dusk Diver 2 on PS4, PS5, and Switch in summer 2022. Strangely, this game launched in February on Steam, but no one is talking about it. So sorry for them, but I'm hoping that this new console release kind of gives it a bigger highlight. This is a sequel to the first Dusk Diver, which was published by P-Cubed, but this one is published by Idea Factory. So, cool. The publisher also announced that Barusha Rising Flower of Genpai will launch on June 28th, 2022 for Nintendo Switch. There is a limited edition available, I believe, but this is the Otome, developed by Red Entertainment and Otome. It's a good game. Looks cool. Historical, you know? Get some historical boys in there, just trying to fall in love with history. They also announced that they will be publishing 2 games in the Amnesia series, Amnesia Memories and Amnesia Later X Crowd. Both games will be coming to Nintendo Switch this fall, and I think there's a limited edition available for this too, so it's coming physically. NIS America announced that they will publish Ys 8 Lacrimosa of Donna in fall 2022 on PlayStation 5. If you haven't played this game, it's a pretty good one. A lot of people were all iffy about the localization, but they wrapped it up. They got their crap together. It's a good game. The publisher also announced that they will release Volume 3 of their Prinny NIS classics, and this one comes with La Pucelle, which is arguably the start of Disgaea. So it's a PS2 game, but if you have not played La Pucelle, it's basically Disgaea before Disgaea. It's a great game, great strategy systems. I remember really liking it. It's a little more straightforward than Disgaea. Back in the day, they censored out the crosses in it, and I can give you a whole bunch of La Pucelle lore, but this one is called La Pucelle Ragnarok. It's coming west there, along with Rhapsody, a musical adventure, which is a PS1 game, and a very cute one at that. I think it also released on DS. Not sure. I think he did. Maybe it's a sequel. Axis Games announced that they will publish Jack Jion, an Otome visual novel on Nintendo Switch later next year. I don't know much about this game. Everyone kept telling me about it, and I was like, guys, just let me focus on this year, please. So those announcements came during New Game Plus Expo. And now let's just get into the regular news. Nexon and Arc System Works announced that Ghostblade will be a new character in DNF Duel, and there will be an open beta test happening now. I believe you can just jump in on PlayStation, PS4, and PS5 to play through April 4th. So if you want to play DNF Duel now, you can. That's cool. Square Enix announced that they will produce a physical edition of Chrono Cross The Radical Dreamers Edition on Nintendo Switch with English text. However, you will have to import it. PlayAsia has the game on pre-order, so if you want it, you can get it there. It's a physical edition. I did it. I'm a sucker, so I'm willing to admit it. There's a new One Piece game on the way called One Piece Odyssey. It's a JRPG in an open world style action adventure thing going on, but hopefully they let us play as more characters this time around instead of just the DLC characters. What was the last one that came out? I can't even remember the title. That's how forgettable it was, but it wasn't that good. It was just empty, and I'm hoping they took all the feedback and they put it into this new game. It looks good. You know, One Piece in general is a very strange looking anime, so I'm surprised they even got to make it look good on 3D, but I'm looking forward to it. I love One Piece and all the Straw Hat crew. Modder Tifa Bro has created a new visual mod for Final Fantasy VII Remake on PC. Players can download the mod via Nexus Mods, where they can dress up Tifa as Kitagawa from My Dress Up Darling, and I've never wanted to install a mod faster than I did with this one and just play a couple rounds for research to see how it works, to see how good these modders have become over the years. And I can say that this is up there. Developer Heart Machine and publisher Gearbox has announced a follow-up to Hyper Light Drifter called Hyper Light Breaker. This is an action roguelite where people can play as single-player or multiplayer options. There's a trailer available where you can see all the colorful action. I know roguelike is like, ugh, another roguelike, but I really liked Hyper Light Drifter, so I'm hoping that this game just follows suit. IM8-Bit and Skybound Games announced that they will publish a physical release of Eastward, that action-adventure JRPG that released on PC and Switch. The physical will be available on Switch and will ship around May 24th. Pre-orders are open now. You can pick up a collector's edition, which comes with the board game. I didn't even know there was a board game, but this one is the official board game for the game. So if you want to play the game and play the board game, you can. Bandai Namco announced that a new Sword Art Online game will come out on mobile devices called Sword Art Online Variant Showdown. It'll launch globally in 2022, simultaneously everywhere, and we'll have Kirito playing this new game called Cross Edge. No, not the PS3 Cross Edge, which no one talks about, which is a really cool game when you think about it, because it took all these publishers and developers and put them in one game. Like you had Capcom, you had Sega, I think, you had Idea Factory, you had NIS, maybe? Yeah, because they published it. So yeah, you had them all. You had the whole trinity. Sword Art Online Variant Showdown is coming. There's a trailer available. Haven't seen really gameplay, I believe, but it's a mobile game. What can you expect? Ubisoft and publisher 505 Games released a crossover event between Bloodstained Ritual of the Night and Child of Light. Child of Light has come back. I love Child of Light. It is such a charming rhythm JRPG that I never expected Ubisoft to even touch, but here they did it, and now they're bringing it back for this crossover. You can play as, I think her name is Aroa, and you can just play as her throughout the whole game and experience some of the events through her eyes. It's available on all consoles and platforms now, except for Nintendo Switch, will be coming at a later date. On to visual novel news. Now, this might be an April Fool's joke, I'm not sure, but NecoWorks announced that they were developing Inupara Dog's Paradise. It's a comedic visual novel starring dog waifus instead of cat girls, but it might be a joke. They released a trailer and it was intense. They're known for announcing these games, and I think in Japan when this trailer came out, it was April 1st, so I mean, take it with a grain of salt. Marco and the Galaxy Dragon will be coming to Nintendo Switch from publisher Hoon X. The game will release on April 28th, 2022, and pre-orders are open now. The game is also available on PC, and I did review it, and it is honestly one of my favorite visual novels of all time. It is cute. The animations are freaking dope. There is some great characters, great action moments, fan service. You have it all. Really, you have it all. It's very long, too. So prepare yourself for that. There's also a bathing suit scene. It's coming out to Switch. Manga Gamer announced that they will publish Uchikano, Living with My Sister on PC via Manga Gamer on April 28th, 2022. The game follows a guy who starts a new job and moves out, and then he loves his job, but he's really lonely, and then his sister comes and hangs out with him, and they just talk about the old times, and nothing happens. It's a very weird visual novel. No, I can tell you that a lot happens, because somewhere along the line, someone gets On to previews. We have Neptune X Senran Kagura Ninja Wars on PC. We have After Image, Salt and Sacrifice, 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim on Nintendo Switch, and Octopath Traveler Champion of the Continent. Reviews on the site, we have Ikai, Death Stranding Director's Cut on PC, Kirby and the Forgotten Land, Itora, Weird West, and Lost Judgment, the Kaito Files. And guys, that's it. That's the news. Have a great week. Welcome to April. Let's do this. We got this, guys. We got this. See you soon.
Noisy Pixel.